My name is Rachel Burnett. I am 31 years old. I'm from Detroit, Michigan, and I have been in the service industry for about 7 years now, just coming up on 7 years. When my kids started school, I was working a regular call center job, office job, and I didn't really have a support system as far as like childcare and things like that. So I would either constantly miss work and need to make up that money, or I would just get fired altogether. So that's how I kind of ended up working in the bars and in the restaurants. I started out serving. I served for about a year, and then I was taught to bartend, and most of it though I picked up myself, but yeah. I actually started in bars first. So I didn't actually start in restaurants. I started waitressing in bars, and I learned how to bartend and everything from there. And then eventually I did end up working in full service restaurants. It's more laid back. Like, it's not so much formal, of course, working in like a fine dining establishment versus even just like a Denny's. It's not corporate. You're usually in close quarters, know the owners, have a relationship with the owners, things like that. Most of your customers are regulars, so you get to build those relationships with people, and you kind of get to be yourself more. So that's one of the main reasons that I end up leaving, just working a corporate job, because I'm a people person. I like to laugh and joke and just kind of be myself. That's what I'm good at, and it's hard to do that sitting in a cubicle all day. I've experienced the good and the bad. I've had so much sexual harassment. Like, I've actually had to quit jobs or gotten fired from owners from somebody saying something to me and me defending myself and not allowing anybody to disrespect me, or not tolerating it, that of any kind. And their whole motto is usually always the customer is right, or basically when it comes to staff, how much can you take before it's an issue, because at the end of the day, if it comes to me cutting off a regular customer versus an employee, I could just replace you, but they come here and they spend money every day. So I'm not gonna, mess with that income over a replaceable staff member. So I've dealt with wage theft. I've dealt with favoritism, and if you dress a certain way or push things up a certain way, then the owner likes you more, or and gives you better section. Yes, sexually harassed by owners and managers. I believe one fair wage passed, it would change the industry so much. For one, just the respect level. We'll be able to be respected, our jobs to be looked at as actual jobs. Like, most people don't even look at bartenders and servers as like you have a real job, so that will also allow us to have those protections that we desperately need. I don't have to allow you to disrespect me or to make sexual jokes at me and things like that, because I know at the end of the day, I need that tip from you. It allows us to have that financial stability. Think about it, bartenders especially. Every Friday, Saturday night, I'm usually at work. I've missed so many opportunities to do things with my kids, with my family. I can usually never attend a lot of family events because I'm always at work. And the difference between that hourly wage, if I was working 40 hours a week at, even minimum wage, I would at least be able to say, hey, I have this much money coming in, I have this to budget. And when you're constantly missing time from your family and from your own life and things that you want to do, and that pay is not always reflected in the time spent there, that's an issue. Like, when you've missed every Friday and Saturday for months straight, but you still can't afford to get your kids stuff for Christmas. Unless people want to tip me or want to come out, or if the weather isn't bad, or if we don't have construction, or if the economy isn't bad, or the government is shut down, then I might make some money. But I'm still being required to go and required to be there like any other job. So it will bring us that respect, and it will bring us that financial stability.